Crypto crackheads and NFT DJs, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to get started in the NFT space as a newbie, specifically Solana. I absolutely love it. And on top of that, what are the drops that I'm going to be getting involved with for tomorrow? If you're new to the channel, which you all are because this is the first video, how this works is the day before each mint, I'll be giving my opinion on what I'm personally going to buy into and get involved with. But before we get going, a little quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice, okay? All right, but it is good advice. This is purely my opinion, and I show you my thought process on how I get to doing the due diligence and making the decisions that I make. So take with it what you will. We're starting off with how to get into NFTs. Specifically, the Solana community is one of my absolute favorites. Solana is a lot cheaper than Ethereum and has a lot more benefits. If you are already experienced, just skip to whatever time I put on the screen as of like now, right? And then just go to that if you want to see what my top picks are for tomorrow's minting. Firstly, congratulations on making the best decision you will ever make. In terms of NFTs, we are still all very early, so you can only go up from here so long as you are smart, do your own research, and have a bit of luck. So the first thing you're going to need is Phantom. Now, all the links will be shown in the description below. As we go along, just make sure to click on them and follow the steps as I go through them with you. To start out, you're going to need Phantom, which is a Chrome extension. Now, to get it, you go into phantom.app, click on Add to Chrome. This is specifically for Chrome browsers. It is not supported for other ones. Once you click Add to Chrome, it'll take you to the Chrome web store where you can add your extensions, right? It'll look like this. You want to then go and add to Chrome. I've already got it activated, so it's just going to say remove. You'll see in the top right-hand corner, you will have your Phantom wallet. Now, you will just need to follow the steps of setting it up. You need to create a key phrase and different passwords. Make sure that you do this very carefully because it is extremely important. Now, if we start at the bottom, you have your money or your actual wallet. The next page is your collectibles. This is where all your NFTs will be shown. Now, I've got 2 NFTs in this wallet here. This is the Gmoot. I don't know how to say it, but I like it, right? Gmoot. It came with a little airdrop over here, which is really dope. I really like this collection. Amazing community. This is where you can transact in the wallet, your recent activity, and then your settings. You can rename your wallets for specific purposes. The rest is just normal settings. You don't have to worry too much about that. So we're going to focus on how to get the money into your Phantom wallet, how to fund it. For this example, I'm going to be using Coinbase. You can use Binance. You can use any platform of choice. Now, to buy on Coinbase or any platform, you just go to the first most obvious thing, which is buy. For this example, we're not actually going to buy, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. I would go over here. I would type in Solana, asset of choice. For Solana, however much it would cost, preview that, and then move on. Now for the most important part, once you've bought your Solana, you want to go to send and receive, and you want to make sure that you're sending your Solana. Make sure to have the Phantom wallet open as well and logged in. Click on the Solana, click receive, and what you'll see is your wallet address or QR code. If you're using a mobile device for Coinbase, you can just scan this. Make sure that you've selected Solana as the currency that you will be sending to that address. And you can then send however much you have. There will be an option to just max it out. You would put in 1 Solana, you would then click send, and that would send it and fund the wallet that you have over here, right, that you've selected. And that's actually the hardest part. Now we get to marketplaces. Alpha.art, one of my favorites. We have Digital Eyes. Again, all these links will be in my bio. We have Magic Eden, and lastly, the Solana art. I personally love Alpha Art. It's the most familiar because I started out with Ethereum NFTs. So I really like this. The speed of it is really good. Overall feature set, an amazing community. And on top of that, if you are a piggy holder like myself, you get your royalties from it, right? That doesn't mean that you should discard the rest of the marketplaces because everyone is listing on different marketplaces. So you can actually arbitrage, which I'll go into a bit later, or pick up a piece from the same collection at a better rate on a different marketplace. So don't limit yourself to one. That's never the smartest choice. Now, to navigate a marketplace, the first thing you can start out with is exploring the existing collections. I am a huge fan of the SMB community. They're one of the strongest in my opinion. It's a really expensive floor, so this is a very high entry as your first NFT, so I do not recommend it, but we'll just use this as the example for you guys to understand how it works. The first thing is items. There are 5,000, which means that there'll never be any more than 5,000. There can only be less because some projects actually have a concept where they burn it and create more scarcity to increase the value. We're focusing on supply. So there are 5,000 collectibles in this collection. Of the 5,000, there are 2,300 unique owners. Now this is great. That means that there are over 50% are owned by individual owners, right? So it's not like there's 100. A clear red flag to me, and to most people, keep this in mind, is if there's 5,000 total supply and 100 owners. It's very much monopolized. So try and avoid that. Here, there's a great distribution of the collection between the owners. This is a great sign of a good project. Next, we have the floor price. The floor price in layman's terms is pretty much the cheapest NFT in the collection on the market as we speak. If this monkey had to get purchased right now, then the floor price would become 265 Solana. So it's purely the cheapest possible, the floor price of the collection. Next is volume. Volume is the total trade volume, meaning every time there's a transaction of someone buying or selling their SMB or their collectible from any collection, or 100 Sol, 1 Sol, doesn't matter. This is just to give you an indication of, let's just call it the turnover of this project. Below that is a brief description, and this is across all marketplaces. SMB is a collection of 5,000 randomly generated 24 by 24 pixel NFTs on the Solana blockchain. Next is, over here you'll be able to see the total amount listed for sale. You've got filtering on the right and a search menu. In order for you to buy this, you want to first connect with your Phantom. So on the top right, you'll see Connect Wallet. You hit Phantom and you would click Approve. You'll see that we are now able to transact. We don't have 260 Sol, but if we did, it would say allow the transaction on your wallet. That would then come over here. We obviously don't have enough money to buy this because 260 Solana is a huge amount of stacks, but pretty much that's how you would do it, right? You click there, you have the funds, you click approve. Once that approval happens, give it about 2 minutes and then go onto your collectibles and it will reflect over there. Digital Eyes would be my next top tier marketplace. Very similarly, we can use the DJ and Ape Academy, which is another blue chip project. We have the floor price, which we've covered, the volume, which we've covered, and this is, I believe, 7-day volume. You have your total listings over here, and the same way that you would purchase on Alpha Art, you would just connect your wallet and then click purchase as soon as. Now with this, make sure that you see a verified icon on the top right to know that you're buying the legitimate version in that collection. But all these marketplaces tend to be really quick with listing and verifying the original projects to avoid the scams, because that has been absolutely crazy. So please be careful and make sure. And that is the simplest way I can put it on how to get started in the NFT space in terms of buying Solana, to sending it into a wallet, to connecting it onto a marketplace, and then buying your first NFT. Now the next question comes, which NFT should I buy? And how do I know which NFTs are going to do good? And how do I know which NFTs are going to do bad? And that is the most important part of this whole video. And this is what the daily uploads are going to be. And this is what we're going to cover. This will be the only tutorial I do on this channel. The rest is purely my opinion on the next collections that I'm going to be buying every day. So let's jump right into that part. To start with your due diligence, there are always 2 key things that you will need in your arsenal to make the right decisions, to buy the right type of NFTs, to make the most amount of money. Holy shit, that was a tongue twister, boys. Number 1, HowRare.is, link in the description, right? This is a community member, a very well-known community member built this product, and it is fantastic. As you get to this, you're gonna go into the upcoming drops, and the rest is super simple. For the 13th of October, which is today, day of recording, right? You have a list of all the projects that are dropping today, all right? They've probably already dropped. You'll then have a link to their website, a link to their Discord, and a link to their Twitter page. These are the key components to doing your due diligence and making the right decisions, right? For this example, we're going to be looking at the Soul Yetis. They are about to drop in about 5 hours, I believe. This is the first time I've come across them, but high level, what's nice is we'll be able to run through it step by step as if this is a brand new project. I get to show you my thinking. Let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to look at is the total supply. The supply is 8,888 collectibles that will be minted. They usually keep a portion aside, usually 100 to 200 aside for advertising, marketing, and for the team to keep. And on top of that, there is the Sol price, which is 0.99, let's just call it 1 Solana, which is actually, off the top of my head, an amazing thing. This is a fairly low supply, a very cheap mint, I would say, compared to others like 3 Solana. So off the top of the bat, it's already looking good. The first place I look at is Twitter. So Soul Yetis, they're launching 13th of October, 9:30 p.m. But we look at the followers here. They have 35,000 people, pretty much 36,000 followers. That is already a very good indication that this is going to be a decently successful project. It's not a guarantee just because they have a huge following. A lot of the times it's actually just bots. So long as you're following the Solana influencers that are reputable and trusted, that's already a good indication. So I see that Functions, Big Brain, pretty much the goats of this industry are following this project. So that's already a good indication that this is a great project. The next thing that we want to go and look at is their website. When it comes to the website, I'm a bit finicky. I really like to do a solid amount of research, and the first indication is using one of the tools called Wappalizer, which actually shows me from a technical standpoint what they built their websites with, just to show the level of competency that the developers have, right? So off the top of my head, you can see this isn't a WordPress website or any CMS, which is a content management system that's being used, because that would really be disappointing, and anyone can make one of those. But a hard-coded website like this, already a great sign. The Yetis are coming down from the mountains to form the Soul Yetis. Freeman for the first 100, we already know this. They are launching in 5 hours from now. Why should you buy Soul Yeti? Hold to earn. 50% of all the royalties from trading fees will be sent back to the holders on a weekly basis. So pretty much what happens is when you launch an NFT, you choose the royalty, which means every time you buy and sell an NFT, the creators of the project earn a percentage of that sale, including the marketplace. But for this example, it's specifically the royalties generated from the creators. Now, in this example, they're saying that 50% of their royalty fee is going to be set aside for a community wallet where you earn passive income by just owning and holding onto it, what we like to refer as diamond handing. Next is hold to vote. 25% of all royalties from trading fees will be sent to a mutual wallet. Yeti holders will be able to vote to choose how to spend these funds. So what that means is you can either choose to sweep your own floor in the context of a marketplace, the floor price. Now, if we had to use a community wallet to buy all the cheapest items, that essentially reduces supply available on the market, increases demand, right, or first glance, and it makes everyone's value increase. I'm not all for that. I'm not for sweeping your own floors, because that's a bit disingenuous, but this is just one example of how you can choose to spend those funds. It can go to a charity, it can be whatever. This is again voted by the community on how it will be spent. Mint to win, each Yeti gives you a chance to win 10K or an ad adventure Himalayas. Okay, great. You can go and get a trip to the Himalayas. That's pretty cool. Here's a showcase. Now, I'm very much finicky on the art. If the art is ass, I'm out of the project already, right? If a little 2-year-old Timmy is drawing it, I'm out of there, boys. I'm not putting my money in there. That's not how degenerates make money. So this is very good art. At first glance, I really like it. It is dope. It's got that pop culture, cool vibe to it. You got the Solana dollar bill eyes, right? We love it. This is a proven successful style for NFTs. It is getting a bit overdone with the halos and the gold chains and the smoking and all of that. Everyone seems to be going for the same design, but for good reason, because it's tried and tested. It works. So why change what works? You know, don't change the wheel, just make it better. So top of the bat, this is a great job. I like it so far. The roadmap is the next most important thing that I like to look at. Stage 1 is pretty much developing the concept. Stage 2 is launching it onto the Solana blockchain. Stage 3 would be listing it onto the marketplace. Stage 4 is 50% royalty trading fees, as they mentioned above. Then they're talking the 25% royalty fees. Baby Yetis are coming, which is an airdrop, which means that you get this for free just by owning a grown-up Yeti, let's call it. Each Yeti gets you, one Yeti gets you one baby Yeti. So this is just another form of giving additional value to the holders. And in stage 8, all community members holding the Yeti will automatically be whitelisted for future sales. This is a very common go-to strategy for a lot of the projects releasing today. I don't know how long it's going to last. There are a lot of issues surrounding it on the centralized marketplaces like FTX, and there's a lot of them. So there's only so much demand for projects like this until people want different utility. The main decision-making part for me is the team, because the art can be cool, the concept can be cool, the roadmap can be cool. Anyone can sell you on a roadmap. Anyone can say, listen, I'm going to go to Mars. The difference is the team good enough? Do they have the right team in place to actually make it? And are they actually going to follow through on what they promise? That's really the make or break, and that should be the biggest thing driving your decision into investing into these projects. I treat buying NFTs as if I'm buying a business. So over here, they don't really tell us much about who they are or what they do. We'll probably be able to find out more if we had to slide into their DMs and really ask them some questions, some tough questions. Quickly take a look at their Discord. This is my first time ever joining their Discord. We're going to quickly verify ourselves. Yeah, agreed to the rules. It's not really too crazy. 71,000 people have agreed to this. That's insane. So they have almost 90,000 people in the Discord. Now, to me, That's a red flag. I'll be honest with you. That's a red flag. I don't like buying into these overly hyped up projects, because a lot of the time, these overly hyped projects shoot high and die harder. One of the issues that I'm already seeing is that they use like a shilling/leveling concept to really bring and grow their Discord channel, which is pretty much like you invite 5 friends and then you'll get whitelisted, post on Twitter, do all these things. And it's really just not an organic, true representation of how strong the community is. And community is really everything behind this. The one thing I really like looking into is how active is the community in here. And you can kind of see these guys are launching in 5 hours, so it is going to be absolutely crazy in the general chat, like you can see here. It's just it's flying by. That's a great representation that this project is going to sell out very, very quickly. I just don't believe it's going to go as far as people think it's going to go. I think for a quick flip, this is definitely a project to get into, but for a long-term hold, I would stay very far away from this. So it's very much dependent on the appetite of your money and how you want to spend it. For a quick flip, I think you can maybe 2x to 10x your money really fast in like 24 to 48 hours with this type of project, because it's very overly hyped. As soon as the floor price rises, those paper hands are going to be quickly offloading. And again, this concept has been done so many times over and over. There's only so much demand that the supply can handle. So yeah, and that's pretty much my process on breaking down each project. Remember, always do your own research, regardless of what I say or any other YouTuber or Twitter influencer says. Always do your own research. Now let's jump right into the main part of why you came onto this video, which is what are we minting tomorrow, boys? Right? What are we horny to get into? My favorite mint that is happening tomorrow is Skyline. This is a really awesome project that I've been following from almost the beginning, right? A few key things to note is they've really taken an organic approach to growing their community, and that already alone tells me a lot about where this project can go. What are they focusing on? The header art of Twitter. There's been the profile picture craze where you know, Solana Monkey Business is a profile picture, the Bored Apes, all these types of things. What they've focused on is a different part of real estate on social media, which is your header space. So that alone tells me that they're focusing on a niche that hasn't been touched on, and it's a really good idea. So if we take a look at it, Skyline is the first generative art series to launch on Solana, designed specifically for headers and cover photos on social media. Amazing. I'm sold as far as that goes. When is the mint? The mint's on the 14th of October, right, which is tomorrow. They have a little subscription page over here where if you want, they'll send you an email. That's quite unique. This is the first time I've actually seen this option on any project. So kudos to you guys, man. Good stuff. Slide into our DMs. Now this is plain, simple, clean, tells you what you need to know, right? What are you buying? You're buying a cover photo. I love it, right? We move on to their Twitter. Right, if we take a look at their Twitter, they've got 10,000 followers. Only of recent have they really gone and sort of mooned in terms of traction and how many people have followed them. And if we take a look at who's following them, because that's already very telling of the success of the project. We've got Gox, my boy, right? He's doing great. Jones is really cool as well. Static, very important in my opinion. Soul Buckets, Big Brains, Functions. These are the people that you should really focus on following if you don't, right? JPegler, dope dude as well. Solana Insider. Rebecca's really awesome as well. I really enjoy her tweets. Solana Plug is a goat, right? And there's quite a few more. But just off the top of my head, if these people are following it, you already know the project is going to do extremely well. Next, we take a look at their Discord. Phase 1, which was in the 3rd quarter of the year, it's already come and gone. They've already partnered up and done a few initial offers. Phase 2, where we are currently in, is they've now done a great protocol, which pretty much means that you can only access certain channels in the Discord. You can go into more detail on that in a separate video, but for now, that's already a great thing to have. Q3 of 2022, so this already tells me it's a long-term project, guys. They're not here for a quick cash grab, right? They're talking 2022. We're talking a year down the line already. They're still in it for the game. This is what we like to see, right? Launchpad beta to onboard new artists Solana with community rewards. There we are, right? A community-focused product, right? Skyline stores to order prints of your NFTs. That means that you can get the physical copies of your NFT. Love it, man. Ongoing partnerships with other Solana projects. Already, this tells me a great project. It's just deemed for greatness. This is definitely, in my opinion, very possibly another blue chip project, right? Because it's a niche, but it's a great niche and it's a needed niche. Let's do the burning questions, guys. It is 1 Solana to mint. That already tells me, oh my days, low mint, good. right? So one Solana, that's like 150 bucks at the moment. Fair launch protocol, which we can touch base on in a separate video. That's just to remove the bots out of the equation. They really ruin a lot of the public mint. So this is trying to make it as fair as possible and to try and get as much distribution to as many holders as possible to reduce the amount of monopoly that can happen, right? The more holders you have, the better. There's going to be 5,555 of these collectibles. So that's a low supply and a low cost to mint. This is a recipe for success. If you miss this, I'm telling you now, mark my words, you're going to be crying, okay? You're going to be sad. You're going to slide into my DMs on Twitter, and let me just do a shameless Twitter plug here. Put it there. Follow me on Twitter, man. I tweet. Don't slide into my DMs complaining that you missed the boat when I'm telling you it's a great project. Next, we've got Unirexcity. Now, let me tell you, this project, woo, my boy, this thing is just, it's got me hard, okay? It's got me hard. Look at this art. Look at the attention to detail of this website, okay? Firstly, look at this. The art itself is very telling of the skill level of this team. The smoothness of this website already. First impressions, I'm impressed, okay? I'm impressed. Let's take a look at the team. We know that we like to look at the team. Oh, what do we got here, boys? An actual team with links that aren't anonymous. They can't just rug you, take your money and go. These people are putting their names out in the public eye. They're saying, hey, this is what we're doing. Already, I'm liking what I can see. Okay, I've moved myself over this side so that we can actually discuss and you can see what while I'm reading it to you, we can read it together, okay? That's why I'm on this side now. Maybe I should green screen myself. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments if I should use a green screen. My fat ass head isn't in the way all the time. So what is Unirexcity? Pretty much a natural evolution of the human race. Humans took their chance, lost their way, and derailed humanity off the rails, right? Unirex now have the opportunity to do better. 11,000, so there's a big supply here, boys, okay? 11,111 unique characters. That's a big supply. But I do believe that there's enough market for this, right? What is own to earn? So this is pretty much the own version. In short, it's all about paying royalties to NFT owners for Unirexes that get featured in one of our future projects, which is comic books, gaming, etc. Now we're talking a different type of utility. It's not just, oh, let me give you proceeds from the sale of the secondary market, right? Because everyone's trying to do that. That's not enough utility. In my opinion, the longevity of doing that doesn't work. Here, they're giving you real value. They're saying, we're going to try and make comic books. We're going into the gaming space, into the metaverse. There's a lot more meat on the bone for me. So this already, I like what I'm seeing. How will we decide which Unirexes will profit from the TE program? We're developing a dedicated open source program, all right, which pretty much means that anyone can go and see how they've built it or contribute. There's 30 to 50% for each drop that you can earn in royalties. I really like that. I think that's a very good sign of what we're cooking with, right? Twitter, we're looking at 25K strong. I always go in and take a look. Who's following these people? Okay. We got Soul Bucket, Big Brain, Exiled Apes, Pagir, right? I'm just waiting, okay? I'm waiting for Buckets and Big Brain and all the OEGs to drop a follow, right? It'll be nice down the line in future videos to see that, but let's continue, right? We got Iced, right? Nox Trading, he's a fellow YouTuber, very cool dude. Levi's a dev at Metaplex, right? So this already tells me they've got a strong following. All right, let's jump into the Discord. They've got 23,000 members. If we take a look at how is the community engaging. So the last message sent was 1 second ago. Let's take a look quick, right? And this is how you suss it out. You just sit, you wait, okay? We go, good morning, friends, right? Let's see if they're welcome. I've just arrived at the server, okay? I've just arrived. I'm a nobody. Let's take a look at my role. I'm a uni citizen, okay? I'm a nobody. And Corky pulls in with the clutch saying, good morning, sir. Very cool, Corgi. Thanks for welcoming me, man. I appreciate that. To wrap it up, tomorrow they're going to be minting 7 p.m. Central Eastern Time. It's 2 Solana, which is, in my opinion, 11,000 units with 2 Solana. They obviously have very big plans in terms of, this is a couple $1 million that they're going to be raising, but it is going to real utility. Building comic books, making games. The best part, take a look at this. There's no pre-sale or whitelist, which means this was a lot of organic growth, right? This wasn't follow for follow, spam, try get a million bajillion people into your Discord so that you can think that you're looking good and shit. No, this was done properly. Next, we got the sold ads, right? The sold ads, 1.75 Solana. That's a weird ass number, dude. That's a weird number, but I like the art, okay? It looks pretty cool. Another 3D project, very cool concept. This is unique, right? This is something that hasn't been copy pasted from the Ethereum network. They're going to be minting on the 17th of October. I actually thought that they're minting tomorrow. The showcase. So this is really cool. You've got this gold dude. He's pretty rare. You got some beards going on, a nice variety. We're buying the soul dads, and then coming down the line, they're going to be releasing moms. There's going to be releasing kids, and this is just another form of utility or giving value back to the investors, which is you and me. Why should we buy a dad, dude? You know that quality matters the most? Look at these faces. I'm convinced. Next. Uniqueness. I agree, it is very unique. They're doing a DAO, right? You're not just owning that cool and original NFT, but also you're becoming part of the family, right? The Soul Family DAO. And that's really where the value of these things comes in, is community. And there's rewards. Each member of our DAO will be able to participate in selecting projects to develop. Projects developed and earn from these projects together with us. Okay, so that's very interesting. Then we get to the attributes. The attributes is pretty much what makes the project, right? So they have, how many is this? How many is this, man? 10. There's 10 attributes. That's what makes up these NFTs, and that's quite nice, right? That's a good amount. It's a good amount. This is a complicated project to design, so kudos to the artists. They're a very good artist. Another important part, right? They're going to be generating 5,750, so low supply. I like this, low supply. So they're setting aside 200. This is for your giveaways, your team, your marketing costs, respected. They're putting 1,500 aside for early Discord members and early supporters. I can respect that. That's fine, as long as there's no shilling. The public mint is going to be 4,050. I like that number. These guys with numbers, it's sexy. Okay, I'm liking the concept here. I really am. Listings will try to involve all the marketplaces, as you should. You shouldn't limit yourself. You shouldn't do exclusive access. I think the more the merrier, the more eyes on your NFTs, the better. The family DAO we already spoke about. Now they've got 2022. So you can already see off the top of the rip, these guys are in it for the long haul. I like that. Right, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. The team, you see, bro? You see this? You see this? I don't like anonymous. I don't like it, man. I don't like that they're just saying, here's the CEO with glasses and a beard. Who are you, guy? Why am I giving you my money? Why are you making $1 million and you don't even want to tell us who you are? Huh? I don't like that. So to me, a bit off-putting, okay? But still a good project. You can see the quality of the art. The artist is obviously very talented. The dev is very good. I can already see by the complexity of the website. The CEO is obviously put this whole concept together and really manage the team. So, okay, we'll get benefit of the doubt here, but I'm not happy. That's one con. There's many pros, but there's a con. Let's go to the Twitter. The Twitter's on 11.5K. We're going to take a look, and looky here who we got. We got Soul, Buckets, and Big Brains at it again. I feel like it's the same guy. It could be, right? They're both part of the Monkey DAO. But insider trading? What's going on, Buckets? What's going on, Big Brain? Care to share? Maybe follow me back. Shameless plug on my Twitter. Now, pow, on the screen. Fuck, I'm putting it the wrong way, dude. There. Shameless plug. Shameless. The Discord's got 25,000 members. Now, considering this was not shilled and this wasn't like some do a million bajillion invites, then show your cap, then do this and do all this stupid shit. This is organic, okay? That's a great sign. That's a great sign. Good morning, friends. Always engage with the community because you're investing in the community, okay? Let's see how they treat us. Let's see if they're gonna respond. So here's some sneak peeks. Let's take a look. The art is really good, guys. This is really good art, okay? Something about that's kinky, man. The only off-putting thing for me is that I don't see who I'm investing in. The people I'm investing in. I want to see who I'm investing in, man. You know? Check their socials out. Send me the artist's Instagram, you know? At least do that. Lastly, we got the Sealz, right? There are 3 reasons I'd look at this project. The first one is the art is pretty dope. It is very overdone. Like these animals is like, I don't know what animal hasn't been done, but you know what? It looks good. So at least for that sake, cool. You're buying a cool piece of art. What else do I like is hella cheap minting price, right? 0.1 Solana. That's nothing, okay? And the most important is low supply. Let's see what else there is, right? What are you buying? What is the perks, right? You get access to the Discord. You get to vote for the community wallet. There's community giveaways and there's dank memes. Fine, fuck it. For 0.1 Sol, dank memes, best 0.1 I ever spent, bro. Social Sealz giveaway. There's a pre-sale. There's a main sale. There's a rarity launch. Okay, so there's merch. That's pretty cool. Very Very mediocre merch, if I might add. Nothing special there. Let's go take a look at their Twitter. So Twitter's got 2K, 3K. I like it. That's low. Okay, that's very low. Considering that they're minting tomorrow, that's hella low. But let's see. You got Buckets. Buckets at it again. And the Solana plug. Linksy is actually really good. He's really good at making some calls. So, I like that, Linksy. I like that. Something that I already like that I can already see working is that they've got this little community lingo going on here. The arf, right? So the Thugbirds has the cacaw. You got the penguins with the newt. I'm a neuter. That's just cool, right? This is very strong when you have community like the insider phrases that people can use on social media. That already is a great foundation to having a great community. There's 2,000 members here. A very simple, clean Discord. Let's go. Good morning. GN is good morning, all right? GN is good night, in case you guys didn't know. We shall wait for a response. Hey, that was hella quick. I didn't even have to fast forward on the edit. Hey. Most importantly, let's see if we are getting our money's worth in memes, okay? Let's take a look at the memes. Because this is 0.1 Solana for memes. I've changed my mind. I'm not spending the 0.1 because there are no dank memes. If there were more dank memes and they followed through with what they were saying, I would have done it. But not enough dank memes. Sorry, but for that reason, I'm out. I just felt like a Shark Tank. Holy shit. Okay, and to wrap this up, we are definitely going to be going in on the Skyline project. I absolutely love that. We are definitely going to be going in on the Unirexcity. I'm scuffing this, boys. I'm scuffing this. We're definitely in on those. I'm still considering I'm a bit on the fence with the Soul Dads, but you know what? I might roll the dice and I might jump in on it. The Sealz, I was really hoping for some dank memes and I didn't get it. But you know what? If you like the art, it's worth it for the 0.10. For the 0.10 for the memes, why not?